Alright, so I've started working on the tanks here. I've got the top cut off this first one, and what I'm doing is what I saw another guy, I think his username is Fishing Worms, I saw him do. You don't cut out the entire top, you leave a little lip here in the back where you're not going to have to reach anyway, which I messed up and cut this one. I'll have to fix this. But attach it with hinges here, and then you can put some metal bracing and reuse the piece you cut. Use that for a lid to help keep your moisture in, because it's going to get hot, it's going to get humid, so you want to retain the moisture. But for right now, what I'm working on is, now that I've got the top cut, I can actually get in here and work. So I'm working on getting the innards cleaned out. Most of the algae washed out pretty easy, but some of the stuff is kind of stuck on, so I'm just going to get in here with a sponge and try to get it cleaned off best I can. So let's get after it. Alright, so that one's done. Most of this algae that was in here, it was just real loose, stuck on. It's kind of like when you wash your car. If you don't actually scrub it with a sponge, then the dust doesn't wash away, but it knocks off real easy. That's how this algae was too. Again, I'm not real worried about it. I'm mostly just washing these tanks out to appease the wife. She's the resident fish keeper, you recall, so she wants them clean before we get started, but I know that, you know, give it a couple weeks and they're going to look dingy again once the fish are in here. Algae's going to grow because these white totes and the light's going to come through, and the fish will eat the algae off the side, so it really doesn't matter. But anyway, we're getting cleaned up. I got this one done, and I'm going to move on to the next two. Just got to get the tops cut out of them first, so we'll work on that now. This tote here is really nasty, actually. This is the original tote that was underneath the gutter downspout. So you can see all this crap and sludge in the bottom, leaves and pine needles and nonsense. And when I went to, move the tank in here, of course I tipped it over, rolled it around, so it slopped this garbage all over the inside. But same thing goes. We'll soak it down a little bit, loosen it up, scrub it off with a sponge, and get her cleaned. And this one is a nice change. A little bit of filth still there around the drain, but well, maybe if it'll focus. Yeah, not too worried about it. Again, it's going to get dirty again, but I got a lot of trash. I probably washed 5 pounds of garbage out of this thing, so glad it's done. On to the last one. Mind the ceiling fan. Get smacked with that. There you go. Tote number 3 is all done. So all of them cleaned out, flushed out, looking real nice on the inside. And I've just got to get some screws so I can finish bracing up the inner side, and then we'll actually be able to start rigging up, slide these tanks into place and start rigging up some plumbing.